guys. Hi, everybody. All right, so Leos, welcome back. So Leos, in honor of the fact that we're sitting in front of a Santorini, Greece backdrop, and because Greece has so much mythology associated with that culture, I want to use one of our mythology decks. And so I chose to do that, but the mythology deck has lots of international stories. It's not just about one culture. So you guys did not wind up having anything about a Greek mythology. Instead, we go into Australia with the card that popped out for my Leos today. So I want to be first mindful about how I tell this mythology, because this particular deity is associated in Australia with like men's initiations. And so in certain cultures, in certain areas, regions, the name of this deity cannot be spoken out loud. So I want to just kind of honor that by not just mouthing off about things, because this is obviously there's a deep meaning behind this as well. So I'm going to be more respectful, but I will just, there's a lot of different pronunciations also on the name of this deity. They're usually seen or depicted as a man with huge eyes but no mouth. And it's associated very much with beauty. So the rest of the mythology behind this, and now I'm going to go ahead and say the name just once here, Bayami is the pronunciation that I'm going to choose to go with, even though I understand that there's multiple different ways to say it. But this particular deity is known in like the rural area of Singleton, Australia, and in particular in one region. Oh goodness, it's hold on, I want to make sure that I say this properly. I wrote it down. The Wanarua tribal region. That is the great spirit that oversaw that area and came down from the sky and created this beautiful landscape. And this beautiful landscape was something that not only did this deity create the rivers and the mountains and all of this beauty, but also gave instructions on how to preserve it and how to live a good quality life and live within this beautiful realm that was just created. And those instructions were passed into the lore stones and handed to the elders. And so it's it's kind of an extensive rules of governance, right? For being a good person, for living well, for living in this beautiful space and protecting it and honoring it. So it's really a beautiful story. So this card brings up the topic of looking at our surroundings and knowing that we should be responsible for the surroundings that we are either lucky enough to reside in, or if there's something that we want to change or we want to improve upon, maybe all of that can be looked at. Again, the emphasis is on looking at things and really seeing it, not overlooking beauty, not taking it for granted, not taking the earth for granted. So this can be applied in a lot of different ways, but the big emphasis is on less communication and more visualize it, see it. And when we say see it, this is almost like when we meet somebody and we're talking to somebody, all too often we can get lost in the things that maybe we've said wrong, or we nitpick, or we get in our heads about what did somebody say, instead of what do we see in this person? Do we see the divine in them? Do we see the beauty in this person? Do we see the beauty in the location that we're in? Are we liking the life that we're living? Do we like our job, or do we get so busy talking about the negatives that we don't remember that, wait a second, I chose this because this is an amazing place. So it is a way to recalibrate and actually focus on the beauty of things, and maybe even feel gratitude for wherever we're at in life, even if it's our home. This is like taking a moment and just looking at the beauty that we're surrounded by. And maybe this is more about the beauty of the life that we've been given. This can be applied in a lot of different ways. So let's see. You know what? I feel like since that came out of Australia, let's use one of my other Australian decks. What is the Delighted? This is really nice. So Delighted is what came in the upright. Had it shown us itself in the reverse, we would have seen Sorrowful. So I do think that this is a complete turnaround. We might have been in a state of mind at one point not too long ago where we were really feeling hurt. And when we feel hurt, it's hard to see anything with eyes of gratitude, right? We're turning that mindset over. So maybe this particular card is representing a real change in perspective for all of us. This is a really, really beautiful, really cool way to start a storyline. It's like being reacquainted or looking at our life with a fresh set of eyes after a time of great loss or great hurt or great pain. By the way, this is card number 28, the delighted card. So today I'm recording this on the 26th of April, but maybe the 28th will be a turning point for someone, because we definitely have that, I'm looking at things on the opposite side. Also, I should mention, at least where I am located, Australia is, like down under, right? Australia is on the opposite end of the world. And so I just wonder if there's not something about like really digging deep or turning things right side up and seeing them in a different way. We have a 3 of coins and we have an Ace of Swords. Wow. Okay. Very powerful, very strong messages here of we're seeing something with clarity and truth. We're cutting away or cutting through the sorrow, and we are back on track to build something in our lives, to rebuild ourselves, to cooperate with someone. This could be a moment where a relationship was in trouble. We were feeling like, oh, I don't know, I don't see this relationship working out. There's all these problems, and then we flip it over and we go, wait a second, I chose this situation because maybe I'd almost forgotten all the things that I love about this person. Or maybe we haven't had good times lately, but it's because we haven't been carving out time to have good times. We haven't really been collaborating and cooperating. Maybe this is like us saving a connection, bringing it back to the good stuff. Anybody, like, life is stressful. Life pulls people apart. It puts wedges between us, and instead of us feeling like, oh, you're my person, that you're my safe haven, you're my person that I turn to and rest my head on your shoulder at the end of a long day, maybe instead it had been like stresses were mounting and it was pushing two people apart. Because this is, you know what, let's cut away the stuff that was making us feel hurt and sorrowful, and let's get back to building us. That's what I see here. This is a total turnaround. This could be saving a connection. And with one simple thing, which is perspective shift. You're the person that I wanted to be with because there's so many wonderful things about you. I'm looking at you with different eyes. I'm noticing who you are again. Maybe this is somebody noticing Leo again, really looking at Leo and saying, my God, somehow I stopped appreciating what a beautiful person you are because I was so wrapped up in, stress and my hurt and my sorrow. It's amazing when we look at somebody, a star, you're it for me. This is somebody recommitting to a connection. This is somebody being reminded of why they chose what they chose in this life, why they chose their partner, because you're a gift from the universe to me. That fits in very nicely with the story that we've just talked about, that spirit comes down to earth and creates this beautiful space. And then the thing is, we got to care for that beautiful space that we were fortunate enough to be given. And that's true with a relationship also. I don't know. Is this somebody could be dealing with an Aquarius? Doesn't have to be, but that is our only major arcana right now. We have a 2 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, if we had been like, gosh, I don't know, is this going to work out? We've been at a crossroads. Maybe we should part ways. If one person had been like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, it's like, what was I thinking? The only things that I was stressed out about are the external things. We need to recommit to each other. I know exactly where I want to be. I chose this for a reason. I was lucky enough to have you come into my life. We have the Judgment card. All this person wants, or all you want, whoever it is let's get us good again. Let's reconnect us. I'm sorry that we've been at a distance. Somebody was probably acting a little stony. There might have been awkward distance, stony silence. We're ready to heal that rift with that Judgment card. So now we have Scorpio coming in. Then we have Ace of Coins. Somebody really wants a do-over. And the 6 of Wands in the reverse. This is a very humble energy here. This is like, I feel one or the other might be eating some humble pie right now, wanting to make sure that they tell their partner, like, hey, you literally are the sun in my sky. You are the star in my night sky. You are the person that I've chosen, and yes, we've been at a distance, and yes, we've had some problems, but I really want to recommit to like showing you how much you matter to me. I don't know who's saying this to who. This could be both people feeling the exact same way at the same time, because we do have a feminine on the star card and we have a masculine here for that Ace of Pentacles. This could be two people in perfect alignment. They both had that awareness that clicked in their minds that said, you know what? We like each other. That's why we chose to be together. Let's overcome the problems. Let's work on us again. This could be both people being really humble, saying, you know, without you in my world, I feel like that's the thing I don't want to lose. You know, that's the thing that makes me feel a sense of loss is when you're gone. So can we invest again? Can we focus on the good stuff, the things that brought us together in the first place? I love this story so much. I've had the greatest stories all day today. And they've all been like really mature, and they've all been really, no matter what zodiac, no matter what it was, it's all about a sense of calm. I feel like there's a major energy shift right now. Page of Coins, Queen of Cups. I'm not even going to keep going on this story because we're shifting consistently into rebuilding love, starting like one little step at a time. And it's funny because even one gentle move in the right direction makes the other person respond with like a really big outpouring of love. I feel like this is actually an easy situation for two people to get back on track. Even the smallest effort of saying, you know, I really want us to be good again. It's such like music to the other person's ears that there's an immediate like reciprocation and a relief, even because we go from a page to a queen. It's like all it took was for us to even laugh about the things. You notice how this card always makes me laugh because we've got this young man who's like pushing on the side of the horse. Well, horses are pretty heavy creatures, and it's a little bit like maybe we were just going about this at the wrong way. And if the two people can actually find a way to laugh about where the problems had been, because they're both just so relieved that they feel the same way. They want to be together. They want to heal this. They don't want this to be the end of a situation. This is so nice. This is a simple fix. Simple in the sense that all we have to do is admit that when I look at you, I still see the person that I want to be with. And all the other problems, those are the things that we can't let come between us anymore. So very nice. Very much about appreciating, in this case, it's appreciating who we're with, but also where we are in life and why we chose to be in that space in life with the person that is beside us. And if there is a problem, is it really the person that we're with, or is it the problem is like, hey, I don't like where we are in life right now, but thank God I have you standing beside me because you make this difficult time better. Like that's the thing. We shut our mouths for a second. We really look at our partner with those eyes and we remind ourselves why we chose them, or vice versa, why they chose us. This could be somebody, this whole thing could be about the way someone's looking at a Leo right now. I love the fact that this is a storyline where two people, I want to almost say they get back to the basics. They simplify all that stress and they ask themselves the big question, is this who I wanted to stand beside? And if the answer is yes, then thank God I've got you, you know, and that's the first step toward this really getting healed and feeling like, hey, we can handle all the crap as long as we got each other. So very nice story. One of the best Leo's readings I've had in a long time. Anyway, you guys, that's what I've got for right now. Thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If there was something in it that was uplifting or something that you like or something that you found inspiring. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am not a psychic. I don't pretend to be. I wish I had that gift, but I don't. Instead, I am a writer who writes without a pen in this format. So it's all just improv. I do a lot of mythology. I like different things that spark new ideas, and then we just see what happens in a story. I have no idea what's coming up next, good, bad, or ugly, but I hope that everybody just listens to it with that intent. It's the entertainment and then maybe the inspiration as well. So take care, everyone. Thanks for being here, and thank you for your lovely messages. John, I'm glad you popped by to say hello. Hola, Lorraine from Spain. Very nice. That even rhymes. AJ Craft, I'm glad that you popped by. Yes, I know I've been live quite a few times today. Very good to see. You're so right. Yeah, a point of view change can really make a big difference. You're absolutely right. Hi, Maxine. Good to see you, sweetie. Maria, thank you. I'm glad that resonated in a way. Lovely Goddess 11. Hello, hello. Nice to see everybody. All right, you guys, mwah, have a beautiful afternoon if I don't see you again. But I will be putting out the today's topic again at midnight. And I did already do a bonus video today also. So if you didn't catch that, I'll link it to the end of this in a few minutes. Okay. Bye.